Hey, what's up everybody? It's Faraz again. So today this video is actually going to be for my professor for my special populations class, Dr. Colombo. What's up? This is a teacher reflection journal. It's just like a vlog of my experiences and my group and I's experiences with the kids that we were the kids that we were assigned to be teachers to. So I'm in this class called Movement for Special Populations, where there's kids who are, autistic, they have like cerebral palsy, etc., etc. They just have like different disabilities, and we're pretty much like the physical education class for them. So think about PE back in, elementary school. That's pretty much what we are. We're pretty much like elementary PE coaches in a sense. And this is just a reflection we had 8 sessions with them over 12 weeks. We had 5 kids, fantastic. 2 of them were sisters, and 2 of them were sisters, and the one of them was by herself. But that one by herself, Luann, she like almost never. She came like very few. She came maybe like half the amount of times. So one of them was. So we had Janae, who was sister to Alyssa, who had a disability, and then we had Alexa, who was the old sister to Irina, who had a disability. And then Luann had the disability, and so our goal was to make lesson plans of different activities that we could do. So yeah, so this is like next. The rest of this video is just going to be my reflections on what I learned and like what went good, what went bad, and what we could have done better. And yeah, so here we go. Hey, hey, Dr. Colombo, this is Faraz, and. Just driving home, vlogging my teacher reflection journal right now, and let's see. So class 1, I actually wasn't there because I woke up and my leg was locked out and I couldn't walk. But I talked to my group about it, and they said that it was just one of those things like where they got to know the kids. Like it was kind of like nerve-wracking or whatever. But they eventually got through it and they got to know each other pretty well. And then when I came the second week, I could tell that it was a good batch of kids. So pretty much like a start, like what went good, what went wrong, and then what could be done differently. So the stuff that went good was that everybody listened really well. The stuff that went bad was they ran out of activities to do, and eventually you just had to like wing it. So I guess, but it was good. It taught, like winging things is good in my opinion sometimes, not all the time, but like having like a backup plan always helps. Could have done better / keep doing is, or could have done better would be just come up with more activities and like, yeah, so that was the first one. So session 2, we actually all came up with the lesson plan, and the activities were actually really good. The only thing was like the activities took a long time to explain. So like the good part of that one was, what went good was we had activities. We had lots of activities. We could take up the whole time. The bad part was we had like they were kind of complicated and they took a long time to explain. So we ran out of time, and like we got to my activity was last. It wasn't that like super complicated, but we got to my activity and we couldn't do it the entire time. We couldn't like finish it the way I wanted to. But yeah, what we could do better on that one was that's the only thing I think I'm just making easier. Alright, session 3, I remember this one pretty well because I had came up with like it was an activity I learned in Boy Scouts. It was kind of like communication ball or something like that. And so what you do is everybody gets in a circle, and you throw the ball to the person across from you, and you throw it to them every time, and you just have to keep doing it. Like, so like, I would throw across from me, they would throw across from him, across, till everybody had it. And then we'd have to do it over and over again, and we had to throw it to the same people every time. And this is a great team building exercise. And in Boy Scouts it worked a lot better because, we actually like knew each other and stuff. But this was interesting because like the kids, they only know each other, like they'd only met 3 times, they only had 3 sessions together, so there wasn't really any chemistry. But I think that was a good starting, like I think that was something good that we did, a little like more advanced exercise. That was fun, but it was also, like helped communication skills. the way to make that activity more advanced is to like call out the person's name as you throw to them, and then to add in a second ball. But we didn't get to any of that because it was just kind of tough. And then that was good. Bad thing was that it took a long time to get my activity started, so everyone's activity was a little bit. Everyone learned from the previous week, like, to make their activity easier, but I unfortunately did not, because I was like, yeah, they can do this, whatever. And so that happened. And then what we can do better is, I don't think there's anything we could have done better that day specifically. The only thing I remembered was my activity took so long that we didn't get to his, and then we ended up didn't have enough time to explain his activity, so we ended up just playing hot potato. And after that time, the kids really loved that, so we decided to use hot potato as a backup plan, so we don't have to session 4 is when we started incorporating hot potato at the end, as we use it kind of as a reward for the kids. So so the good thing for session 4 was that we came up with positive reinforcements, which was hot potato, and then the thing that went bad that time was this was just bad for me, not bad for the group, but I showed up and I had my brace on, my mini ACL brace, because my knee was hurting, and I couldn't do a lot of the activities, so I just was standing around and instructing stuff. So my activity was really easy. It was just bouncing basketballs, except doing a certain type of dribble. So the one was dribble to your side, and the one was dribble side to side, and the one was dribble low for 5 and then high for 5. And I was like, yeah, this is fun. And then it turned out being kind of boring for the kids, because they want something active instead of just because it felt like it was just normal. There's just normal stuff to do. It was just drills. It wasn't an activity. It was just drills. So I guess I should work on that next time. But I couldn't really do much activity otherwise because of my leg. But yeah, something would have done better. Probably just turn the dribbling into an activity. And then just come up with more positive reinforcement. So we tried a bunch of things. And yeah, that was session 4. Session 5 was when I missed. I talked to Wes and Sarah Beth, and they said that the kids were good, that only 2 of them showed up, so there wasn't a lot to deal with. And then, yeah, so there wasn't really much reflection on that one that I could do. Just less kids come, just be prepared for the activity, So that was session 5. Session 6 was a good one. We had this one game that Shane made that was, you roll a dice and it lands on a number and you have to run to that corner. Or you run to a corner before he throws the dice, and then whatever number it lands on, then whoever's at that corner is out. It was very profound, I think, for 9-year-olds. Actually, no, maybe I'm tripping. Maybe it wasn't, but I was like, this is a really good game, and it's a really good way to get them active. So what we did good that day was get them really active, instead of just staying in a certain area, with my basketball game the couple weeks before that. That was good. Bad part was that the kids didn't want to stop playing it, so I guess that's a good part, but it's also a bad part, because it's yeah, they just wanted to play that, and they just didn't want to play any of the other games. And I introduced my game. It's kind of hard competing with Shane's game, because he made it really fun. And then I came out and I was like, yeah guys, we're gonna take these medicine balls and roll them into these bowling bins. Yeah, that was session 6. Something we've done better is just time our games better. I feel like we're still winging it with our times, but we're not actually winging it with our activities like we did at the beginning. So right now our activities are just so good that they just take up a lot of time. Yeah, so that was session 6. Session 7, I actually missed this one as well. This was because my leg was hurting really bad. Couldn't bend it, straighten it. But I'm pretty sure I emailed you about that. But anyways, and Sarah Beth had broken her leg, and then Shane wasn't there either, so Wes was by himself. And I talked to him the next week because we have another class together. And I was like, hey, dude, how was the thing? And he's like, oh, I had to combine with another group. And I was like, oh man. So the good part was, I guess, he got to combine with another group. The bad part was we all like kind of abandoned him. Communication could. Session 8. This was a fun one. This time was insane because all of us had a game, and we just literally took like 10 minutes to do game. Like no, like probably less. We took like 5 minutes to do everyone's game because there's like 8 of us. So it took up like almost an hour with explanations and all that. And then at the end, we decided to grab a parachute thing and just like play with the parachute. Because Shane told me that they are a fan of that. So we did that, and then we combined. Like as soon as we pulled the parachute out, there was like 8 of us, right? And then there was like 4 of our kids, and then like another group joined, and then they brought 2 of their kids. So there was just like good 15 people, and we're just like shaking the parachute up and down. And I'm like, man, this is a really good workout. Like my shoulders and my like glutes were burning. So yeah, and like I'm a 23-year-old guy, and like I bet you these kids were just having they were having fun doing this. They're also getting a workout in, good upper body, lower body workout. So that was really good. Just planning it. Didn't go so good. I set my leg brace on. I don't have it on now. I just have like a sleeve over my leg, and if I want to be active, I have to wear that brace, which is kind of a bummer because it kind of stops me from doing things that I want to do. But yeah, the reason I keep flipping back to the road and forward is in case like sometimes my camera is whack and it doesn't let me it records stuff and it just turns it off, or it just like stops recording. But anyways, yeah, I had a great time. Wes, Shane, and Sarah Beth were a fantastic group to be in, even though I wasn't there a couple times. They held it down. They held it under control. And the kids that we had were super cooperative. Like I thought, like everybody else, like a few of the other groups, they only had like 1 kid or 2 kids, and it was a group of 4. And we were a group of 4, and we had 5 kids, and I was like, oh, we are screwed this semester, huh? And then like they all turned out to be really, really good. Like they turned out to be awesome kids, you know. And like I'm not a fan of kids. Like I don't want to have my own kids. I hate playing with other people's kids. But like this semester, like I definitely got out of my comfort zone from that, and then it's just a good all around. It was a great experience. Like I would definitely take this class again, and definitely recommend it to my friends who need like a class for their Kines majors, or maybe just like an elective or whatever, But yeah, now I gotta go study for your exam because I'm trying to pass your class. And yeah, so I will see you guys later. Shout out to the Four Corners Lifestyle fam for watching this. If you made it to the end, if you did and you liked it, you want to see more vlogs, hit me with that like. But yeah, as for what's up next is I'm just gonna make a video about talking about my marketing for my digital product that I put out. So it's just like my content strategy for the different platforms like Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. And yeah, so that'll be going out, and that's more of a document, not create type of thing, because like I want to see how it does. I'm gonna release digital product on Monday, and it's Wednesday right now. I keep talking about it because I'm just so excited, but I gotta put out more content before I put out the product, because then if I just put out the product, people will be like, who's this guy? But if I put out content, they'll be like, oh, this guy, now he has a product. Oh, I'm gonna buy it because he's provided me so much free value. So, yeah, here we go. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.